Kaz again. Yeah, my first day doing NaNoWriMo, and good lord, still have a blank page. Not quite blank, doesn't mean I didn't write anything at all, I didn't do anything, but yeah, I haven't written my first sentence. What I actually have, I've got like a general idea of where it's going to go in my head, but it's not really, I'm not feeling comfortable just like spitting it out. When I'm writing short stories, that's what has been happening, but for a longer story, it's a little bit harder to just dive in. It could also be it could also be the enormity of the challenge to try and get like your first draft in 30 days when you're not Stephen King. Anyway, so I've got here some information about my character, where he is right now and where he wants to go, and then also the environment in which he is. So I've tried to like scope out the things around the character, the things that are actually pressing upon this person, driving them to do the things that they end up doing in the story, basically. I've been doing a few of my notes using like these post-it notes here. I know you can do this thing in the computer, you can do it like in Scrivener, but old habits die hard, so it's gonna take me a while to switch over. I always kind of like do notes on post-its all over the place. Because my main character is someone who is a little bit outside of society, I have to write out all those elements that make him feel that he doesn't fit, the bits that make him awkward in society. Those are the things that I was trying to outline here, and some of them I develop into larger chunks. Doesn't mean that I'm going to outline the whole plot out, because I'm not that kind of writer. Yeah, I kind of like lean more towards just spewing everything out, and that's the challenge. Let's see where it will go, and let's see how far I'll go with it, but I'll manage. Yeah. It's worth sharing why it was actually very difficult to write on his first day. Even though I'm doing this, of course, other life has to go on, so it doesn't mean that things stop altogether. Normal life has to continue, and somehow you have to make the time to write. And I'm trying to do that very early in the morning, and also squeeze in a late session, like in the evening as well. So I had 2 lectures to do this morning, and they were being done online, and the internet was so bothersome, and on the students' side, a little bit on my side and everything, so I ended up having to shoot to make videos for them. Took up most of the day. I was like pretty exhausted by the end of that. And also, like I told you, there was a story that I was supposed to submit, and when it was time to submit it, I had neglected to research the title. Don't make this mistake. So I had called it The Pig and I, and of course there's a book called The Pig and I. It already exists, The Pig and I by Rachel Tor. She did it way back in 2005. So I had to kind of like look for a title, and weirdly that took quite some time. So I ended up calling it, what did I call it? That's how tired I am, that I've even forgotten that. Oh yeah, it's called Where Does the Pig Come In? So I submitted that, so that is over. So I'm concentrating on this one, which I'll tell you the title like in a few days. I have a working title, but I'm not totally sure about it, even as a working title. So I'll tell you next week what it is. Anyway, I'll update you later. So take care now. Bye.